Have you ever considered that your expectations could be the root of your own frustration in this season? Let's chat about it. Hi, I'm Tiffany, and welcome to Thriving in Christian Singleness, where my hope is that you will be encouraged, inspired, and operating fully in your God-ordained purpose. This is part 2 of a series called, Am I Causing My Own Frustration? Today, we're going to talk about expectations. Sometimes we have certain expectations for this season, for ourselves, for others, and for God. It can be around His timing. It can be around His method. We could even begin to think about what God owes us. Do you expect God to give you a spouse when you do this one thing? Or perhaps when you start serving in the ministry that He called you to? Maybe you should pray about and explore what your expectations are. Let me give you an example. For me, I knew the Lord was calling me outside of the state that I grew up in, all the way to the state of Washington. And I remember I was so excited. I didn't have expectations because the Lord has already dealt with my expectations before. But what I did feel and believe was that He was going to do something really big in and through me. There was one person who told me, "Hey, Tiff, I think God is sending you to your spouse." And I dismissed it. Why? I didn't want to have any type of expectations. 2 years after being in Washington, I started to get a little discontent with my singleness. If you want to hear more about it, click on the description box below where there's a link to my book, Thriving in Christian Singleness. In the preface, I run you all through those feelings. But yes, 2 years after being in Washington, I started to become discontent. And I remembered what that person said. They said, "Hey, God is probably sending you to your spouse." And I began to think to myself, you know what? That's right. I did do a big thing. I felt as if God owed me that one prayer He has not seemed to answer yet. And it began to make me unhappy with the Lord and discontent. You see there, I created an expectation. The one that I said I wouldn't have, I picked right back up. So sometimes we do need to pray about our expectations and surrender them to the Lord. He knows what to do with them. So if you're finding yourself, yes, I'm that person and I struggle with my expectations, you're not alone. I do too. In fact, get in the comment box below and type "me" so other people can see, hey, I'm not alone in this. And hit the like button if something spoke to you today. I hope you feel encouraged to talk to God about some of your expectations. Share this video with a friend. You never know if this is something that they needed today. All right. If you didn't get to check out part 1, look in the description box below, or maybe I'll put it somewhere here. And then hit that notification bell so you will be the first to know when part 3 comes out. All right. I'll see you soon. Keep thriving.